the current state of affairs on our Namibian food forest homestead in light of Thursday's video, so that would be 2 videos back. I'd like to clarify some things and show some things that was discussed in the comments. But so here Mukoso is motoring on with the foundation for Boo's kitchen. Really just a very dry mix. The less water, the stronger your cement is. So a very dry mix that we compact with hand. With this thing, we compact it. Quite a cheap mix. 1 to 5. 5 sand, 1 cement. It should be 4 to 1 for the strong mix, but 5 to 1 is the average. And this should be fine. That whole kabasho is standing on a foundation of a mix of 1 to 5. That's the way to the pond. I see the cows are visiting the pond again. Boo's garden. I see she left the gate open, so not my monkey, not my circus if something comes and eat her stuff. Anyway, so from Boo's garden to block 8, the field circle here, up to there where block 2 is basically, it's all fenced off, splitting the homestead into that part and into this part. So 2 chickens is having free roam here at block 6 and block 5 and block 4. And the other chickens, the biggest bunch, they are on this side, free roaming. So here at Bunnylawn, the chickens and the rabbits are staying together. It's about 11 o'clock, so I'll let them out now. There's some food for the rabbits. But as you see, they got a nice mat of grasses, so that if I forget to give them food, they have food. The chickens, we leave them in the cage until so late, so that they can lay some eggs. But it seems they're laying the eggs now later and later. Nothing in here. Anyway, so having manure and stuff from here, we clean this cage maybe once in 3 months. 4 rabbits. Doesn't mess too much, and they're still not making babies. No digging. I don't understand what their story is. And then the sheep, they stay in this small camp at night. There's a lick block for them, a little bit of roof for the rain. Hopefully soon we'll get the cow, that the cow can munch there on that green field. So lovely to see green here in the bush. Alright, so here at the back, Bunnylawn, cow camp, temporary bush camp for bunnies. Camping site here to block 1, so let's check block 1 quickly. Shame, the first thing the chickens do in the morning is they run here to Mukoso's kitchen and make a mess. See, Mukoso gotta come clean up a bit. But this garden is going on. This one, not so much things started growing that we hoped for, but there is at least some mint, and even a bellyache bush I see is growing there. So block 1 here at the corner, and then we've got nothing planted up to the water tower there. So prime space for planting sometime. When the rain comes, this swell gotta get continued also. That last piece needs to be done. Oh, I see there's already holes again in the fence. Luckily the sheep are so used to the area, they don't go out anymore. So here at the gate, I guess we'll start calling this now block 1. It used to be kind of block 2, block 1, I don't know. There's always a grey area, but here's some trees that will fall into block 1 for now. And then we got block 2 here. Block 2 planted about 2 months ago, looking very good. Can't wait for the sorghum to start making seed, because I've finished all my sorghum seeds, so I really need to harvest there some. Hey, we got a blackberry. And I see the birds ate the other one. Sorry, Boo. So yes, block 2 is a lovely permaculture experiment. This avocado is growing very well in there. I made some papaya cuttings even, and these cuttings are coming along. I can't believe it. And for now we'll leave it empty along the fence. Maybe sometime we'll put a drip line, not sure. And so at the end of block 2, fencing. It's fenced off all around there. Block 4, 5, 6 is that way, and 1, 2, 3 is this way. And so that divides the chickens for now at least. We split the chicken colonies too early. Should have waited for block 5 to get established first. But the things at block 5 are being left alone now finally by the chickens. And we got some butternuts growing. Even a bit of sorghum seems to survive. Lots of cowpeas doing their thing. Some sunflowers. So block 5 is coming along nicely. And so today block 5 is getting water for about 2 hours just to get it wet a bit. It didn't get water yesterday. The main rush is getting to block 6 so that those seeds can germinate. Oh, and this is the duck area where the 2 chickens of Boo sleeps, behind the nursery. So that's the living arrangement situation with the wildlife. And then this is block 6, which you can see in the previous video. We planted or sowed it, and so much anticipating, much waiting for things to germinate. So yes, need to come open this water soon. So that's the clay house. I spent the first 3-4 years building it alone by myself, and that's why not much was done in the food forest. I was focusing there, but here in the heart of the food forest it's really looking lovely. It's like a field of flowers. So yes, this is block 4. This is Boo's collection of many different succulents. I like this one. Anyway, so block 4 continues here just a bit. And we planted here on the side of this fence of block 8 because the sprayers was spraying there, but not anymore, so it's manual watering now. But we got some butternuts and things germinating there. And then block 8, it's got some flowers today. Let's go check. Oh, that's just the wildflower. Quite nice though. The alfalfa is flowering. Periwinkle is flowering. Some more alfalfa flowering again. The dandelions are really starting to take over here, but that's alright with me. And I think this is a macatan. It's also having flowers. Ah, I see these yellow flowers. They came there from block 3 over. So yes, this soil in this block 8 is not good. Things are really growing slow. If you compare to block 2, those sorghum were planted 2 months ago. This sorghum was planted about 4 months ago. And it's still so tiny. Very hard clay here also. Anyways, block 3, let's go show you there's something very cool. I really wish I could find out the name of this flower. It's growing very well. Even here where no water ever lands. For some reason it can sprout there. I don't know how it's possible. So quite a lot of these flowers here. But here at the bird bath, this Ancelia is full of flowers. And then it was time for block 6 to get some water. The wild berries, this is jackalberry, continuing to flower. That's how the berries look. Quite dry. but they are sweet and tasty. Back to the Maliferas again. Nonsense for the feet, really. But check here at this loquat. They're just taking over here. So it is quite the pace. We only got one pepino melon, but it's making flowers. Blueberries, wanting the acidic soil, are grown in pots here. And this one blueberry is having fruit. Awesome. And this blueberry is just struggling. And those are the culprits that destroyed block 5.
Leave them chickens alone.
2 chickens made more damage than about 9 ducks. So really get ducks for your homestead. Much better. Chickens are a pest. On the outside, at the swale, these things really show that the rain needs to come. They're quite dry, but I'm sure they'll survive. Oh wow, one sprouted from whatever was down there, the roots or whatever. Here at the entrance gate, I hate gates. It takes so much time to open and close every time, so I'm happy it's not up yet. This gate needs to be extended, plus drilling a hole through these poles, I don't think it's gonna happen. Doubt it, so I need to make a plan with how to hang this gate still. These African smiles, not much has grown in them since they were dug last year, or well, earlier this year during the previous rainy season. So soon they will hopefully be full of water and we can see what the natural grasses will start to take over. So they just dug and left alone. We don't have water here, so I'm not gonna plant there. I hear it might be a good rainy season, but yeah, gonna need some of your coffees if I need to plow this field and plant here. I still don't think it's worth it to clean this, plow this and plant corn here. Maybe on another year when I got money to waste. Because the first year I plowed here and planted here, and it was a massive fail. It was a bit late in the rainy season. It was a bad rainy season when I planted. I think it was 2021. Anyways, this side, the kabashu, is also standing still because the pickup truck we had available to bring clay here is no longer available. And we need a lot more clay than this. And I don't want to break down that termite hill, it's for aesthetics. I have bought taps to come put the tap in here. So that's the reason why this is still open, that we can connect a tap here for this kabashu. But for now Mukoso is fine with these living arrangements, and so there's no hurry with this house. So we're really hoping we can sort out the pickup truck situation and get clay again, because we need a lot of clay for this kitchen of Boo's. This back wall we want to build with clay. Perhaps that inner wall also with clay to save on costs. This is the pantry area, that's the kitchen area, and then there will be a small stoop with a clay bush oven on the outside, because it's making a lot of smoke and stuff. The front wall we're gonna build with cement and stone, but that is expensive, the cement. So slow goings, a little bit every day. So what are we doing? We're waiting for the trees to grow.